All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're looking at one of the most, honestly, beautiful and profound cards in the entire deck, Temperance. Now, you hear Temperance, and you probably think balance, right? Well, yes, but as we're about to see, it's also so much more than that. I mean, does this sound familiar? You're being pulled in a million different directions. One minute you're on this incredible high, and the next you're just completely drained. It's kind of the story of modern life, isn't it? And that feeling, that's exactly what the Temperance card is here to talk about. And the good news is, the tarot has a guide for that. It offers this incredible roadmap for navigating all that chaos. We're talking about finding that sweet spot of real, genuine balance, learning how to be patient, and actually lining up with your true purpose. And all of that, it's wrapped up beautifully in this one card. All right, so let's get into it. You might look at this card and think, okay, moderation, got it. But its message, it goes so much deeper than just holding back. It's actually about this amazing, almost magical process of blending. So the core idea here is all about going steady, choosing that middle path. It's about not swinging from one extreme to the other, which, let's be honest, can throw your whole life off kilter. But the really interesting part isn't just what it does, but how it does it. See, it's not just about saying no to things, it's about alchemy. And that might sound complicated, but think of it this way. It's like you're a master chef for your own life. You're taking all these different, sometimes totally opposite ingredients, like your ambition and your need for rest, or your logical brain and your gut feeling, and you're blending them together to create something brand new, something that's way more amazing than any of those things on their own. And the card itself, the artwork tells this story perfectly. Every little symbol on the Temperance card is a clue, showing us how this magical balance actually works. So let's break it down, symbol by symbol. Okay, so what we're going to be looking for are the big ones. You've got this winged angel right in the middle, 2 cups, the way water and land are interacting, that winding path that goes off to a sunrise, and even a little hidden symbol on the angel's robe. Each one is a piece of this beautiful puzzle. So let's start with that angel. You'll notice the figure is very androgynous, not clearly male or female, and that's totally on purpose. It's a powerful symbol for blending dualities. It's saying, hey, it's not about being one or the other. It's about moving beyond those labels to become something more whole, more integrated, and honestly, way more powerful. Now, look at where the angel is standing. See that? One foot is planted firmly on the land. That's our grounded, real, material world. The other foot, it's in the water, which in tarot is almost always about the subconscious, our intuition, our emotions. The message couldn't be clearer. You find true balance when you can live in both worlds at once, when your practical side and your intuitive side are working together. And the cups, check this out. The water is flowing between them, but it's doing it in this way that, well, it seems to defy gravity. This isn't just pouring water. It's a visual metaphor for that magical alchemical process we were talking about. It's that feeling when everything in your life just clicks, when you're in the zone. You know that feeling? That's the flow. It's like a little bit of everyday magic. Okay, so let's get practical. What does it mean when this card actually shows up in a reading for you? Well, when you see Temperance upright, take a deep breath because it is a wonderful, wonderful sign that you are absolutely on the right path to finding that flow. So here's the quick and dirty breakdown. Upright, think of all the good stuff. Balance, peace, patience, purpose. It's all about that calm, centered, harmonious vibe. But when it's reversed, whoa, that energy does a complete 180. We're talking imbalance, excess, fighting, and just plain recklessness. It's a big, flashing sign that something is seriously out of whack. So yeah, pulling this card upright, it's the universe giving you a big thumbs up. It's saying you have a clear vision for where you're going. You're not trying to force it or rush it. You're just calm, patient, letting things unfold naturally, because you're connected to your higher purpose. And let's break that down for different parts of your life. For love, this is one of the best cards to pull. It points to a deep, harmonious, almost soulmate-level connection. In your career, it's about that steady, meaningful progress, and that work-life balance is finally clicking into place. And for your finances, it means you're being smart, you're being diligent, and you're building your security at a nice, steady pace. No drama. But What about when it's upside down? Well, a reversed temperance is kind of like that check engine light on your car's dashboard. It's a big warning sign. Something just feels off. It's telling you that you've wandered off the path and into some kind of unhealthy extreme. Yeah, when it's reversed, this card is pointing a finger directly at some area of your life where there's imbalance, excess, or maybe a little too much self-indulgence. It's that too much or not enough energy that's just breeding stress and conflict. So it's a call to action. It's saying, hey, time to take a step back and get real about where things went off the rails. And the warnings get pretty specific. In a relationship, it could be pointing to conflict that's coming from that all or nothing kind of thinking. For your career, it's the classic sign of burnout. You're either overworking yourself into the ground or being reckless by rushing through things. And with money, it's a huge warning against that impulsive spending. Chasing the instant gratification while completely ignoring your long-term financial health. So this is the moment for a little self-reflection, right? You got to ask yourself, where is this actually showing up for me? Am I the one demanding perfection from my partner? Am I pulling those all-nighters at work, telling myself it's worth it when I'm really just burning out? The card is basically asking you to be super honest with yourself.
Okay, so look, whether you pull this card upright or reversed, the ultimate message is a hopeful one. It's practical. It's not just pointing out a problem, it's giving you a roadmap back to harmony. So let's talk about how to actually apply this wisdom to your life right now.
Here it is, your 4-step plan to get back in alignment. Step 1, re-examine your priorities. Like, really look at them. What's truly important and what's just noise. Step 2, actively look for the middle path. That might mean you have to say no sometimes or find a compromise. Step 3, listen to that quiet inner voice. That's your angel, your inner guide. You have to make time to actually hear it. And finally, step 4, be patient with yourself. This isn't a race, it's a gentle, steady process of getting back on track. Because at the end of the day, that's what temperance is all about. It's about making sure your daily to-do list actually lines up with your soul's purpose. It's about building a life that doesn't just look good to other people, but one that feels genuinely authentic and just right on the inside. That's the real magic. That's the alchemy. Oh, and here's a cool little detail. Temperance is card number 14 in the Major Arcana. Think about where that puts it. It comes right after card 13, Death, and right before card 15, the Devil. So it's this super important moment of integration and balance. After you go through the huge transformation of the Death card, Temperance is like this peaceful pause, a time to heal and get your bearings before you have to face the challenges of the Devil card. Super interesting placement, right? So I want to leave you with this question to think about. Just take a second and look at your own life right now. Where could you maybe use a little less pushing and a little more flow? Where does your life need a touch of that temperance alchemy?
Continue your tarot journey by liking, subscribing, and checking out our books. The link is in the description below. Until next time, goodbye.